Alright, hey guys, so it's a little late, but here in North Idaho, we gotta wait a while before we can get any of our plants planted. So I bought mine and I've been babying them, taking them out in the daytime, letting them have their sun, and then bringing them in at night on the nights that they need to. So I got most of them here, and I'm going to get as much as I can planted in my beds. Of course, I weeded all my beds a couple weeks ago thinking I was going to be okay, and so I do have a few weeds I need to pull. I'm going to put as much as I can in the pots like I did last year. Last year I did a lot of my tomatoes in pots and they did okay, but God willing we'll be out here sooner rather than later, so I'll be able to take care of them better. And we're going to get our blueberry bushes, which I have been babying for months out on my front porch, but they already are producing blueberries, so we're going to hopefully get those in this weekend and other stuff. So come along with me, we'll get them all ready, and we're going to get that done, and we got a few other projects we're going to be taking care of this weekend. See you soon. It never fails. I get 4 plants planted before I remember I need to turn the camera on. So show you what I've got. I've got a few words. I have a few more weeds I need to unplant. Gosh, here. So I only got 2 plants per side, but well, actually on this side I'm only doing 1 zucchini, 2 cucumbers on that side, because zucchini will take over that entire thing. Probably should have moved it more towards the middle. I still might move that. That's a honeydew right there. It's going to get moved over here with the cantaloupe. And over there, it's going to be cantaloupe and a honeydew, lettuce, and whatever else I decide to put over there. So, but all those buckets are going to be tomatoes, peppers, and over here in the distance, that's all the mint, and it's come back in full force. I'm going to start drying that out for tea. And then behind the barrel is my garlic bed that never did get planted, and some other herbs. And I got up on the porch a bunch of my garden herbs, or kitchen herbs, that I'm going to have up on the deck. And then I got lavender, citronella, lemon balm, lemongrass, and rosemary, and rosemary and lavender. I don't know if I said it. They're going to go in my new planters that I'm going to be doing in an upcoming video. Might even be this weekend. Then I might film it for next weekend, or next weekend film it for next weekend. We'll see. But they're going to be clearing out that whole mess in there, and that's going to go right there in front. Those are all mosquito repelling plants, and we have some serious mosquitoes here. So that's the plan. I have another planter that's going to be coming out here. Maybe I'll finally put together this one, and then we'll see what other plants I want to plant. So, but right now my focus is on salsa. So I probably should have planted onions this year. Totally spaced it out. And again, I forgot garlic. So we're going to get some stuff going, and then we'll see what we do next. So of course I realized after the fact that I've been started again. We'll forget without recording. So one of each of my cantaloupe and my honeydew have broken plants. So I'm just going to shove them into the same hole as the intact ones. Who knows, maybe I'll get something out of it. We'll see. So I am using these watering spikes, and I've had great success with them in the past. Sounds like Dwayne's going to go work on something in the shop, so I'm letting him do that. But that's what these look like. I already got that one in. So you just get a wine bottle, fill it with water. It'll slow release as the day goes, or as the week goes on. This one doesn't have the label off, but does that, has great success. I'm going to set this little wind spinner right here in the middle. pepper down. And now it's going to be time to start doing the tomatoes. I have some set aside for my neighbor tomatoes. And I got, oh gosh, gonna be filthy. Gonna need a shower after this. Anyways, I got cucumbers, 2 different cucumbers set aside, and I gotta go through my peppers and tomatoes for her. Dwayne's gonna go rototill the garden, the little garden, my berry garden, and we're gonna bring the blueberry bushes over there and hopefully get those planted. But as you can see here in the other garden I was telling you guys about, bring it down here, I already have those watering spikes in there. So I do have the lettuce to get in there, but it is hooked to a watering system that'll go from the big tank and it'll water all that. So yeah, and if you're curious what those big things are, this here, there's one over here too, that is mullein, and it has a ton of medicinal uses, and so we let it grow, and you can make tinctures with it. You can actually use it directly on your skin to make poultices, all sorts of stuff. So I actually dug up a few first year plants for one of my friends, for her to grow in town. So yeah, we're gonna take down some of our old tree stuff and get the other trees planted. They're ready to be planted finally after babying them for the last couple months. So this one plum did good, but it looks like the voles got a hold of this plum. It's gone. And see, look in the distance. Let me show you. We're gonna need to redo that garden because I guess we didn't waterproof the poles good enough. So he's gonna get that taken care of, and then we're gonna lay down a really good weed barrier so we never have to rototill again, in theory. Okay, I think I'm gonna start with my peppers. I'm really excited to see, oh, I'm using this really great gardening stool, I guess you'd call it. Actually got from a sponsor last year. So I'm going to start off with some of the ones that are already flowering. I need to get these babies in the ground. This one is a sweet heat. So I'm going to get a little root bound. So I'm going to just break up some of the roots. And some of these are already still ready from last year. So, and my soil is amazing still. So pretty excited. I'm just going to, there's no water in these yet, but I'm just going to set them aside. I've got jalapenos, I got sweet heat. What else? Let's see, what is this one? That is a garden salsa. That's another sweet heat. Sweet heat. Boy, I got a bunch of those, didn't I? Garden salsa. And a garden salsa. And then I think these are all jalapenos. Can you guess which ones I like the best? Craig's Grande Jalapeno. Now, some of these are gonna, oh, this is a yeah. I'm gonna murder this, I guarantee it. Shishito, sweet Japanese pepper. So, some of these are for me, some of these are gonna be for my neighbors. So, boy, these are starting to get dry. Definitely gotta do that. So for all the zucchini, cantaloupe, let's see, zucchini, the cantaloupe, the honeydew, all the peppers, all the tomatoes. I got some sweet basil. Anyways, for all of the plants I got, this is from a local lady down in the Coeur d'Alene area. I paid, oh gosh, what did I pay? I think $90 for over, gosh, what is this? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 23. Probably almost 40 plants. Actually, a lot cheaper than going through like Home Depot or something. Buy local, people. and you know you're getting a much better organically grown. And that's what I was really excited about, because these are organically grown. Everything she grew is organic. Ugh. I really need to put some mosquito stuff on myself. Probably should run in and do that. But I'll live for right now. So, pretty excited about this. Gonna get these things, and this is just hopefully the last time I'm gonna have to go through all this, just for the fact that we'll be out here next summer, and I'm not gonna have to worry about doing this one. I'll be able to just come outside and water these every day myself. So I'm pretty excited about that. I think I'm gonna at least keep bugs. I hate bugs. I think I'm gonna keep at least 2 or 3 of each. I haven't decided quite yet. Definitely gonna keep a lot of the jalapenos. I think I'm gonna give my neighbor at least one of the sweet heats and one of the garden salsas. So I'm gonna set those just over here for right now, and give her one of the shishitos. So she'll get at least those. And then give her a jalapeno too. So that's 4 pepper plants for my neighbors. So we're just gonna, I got some crazy grass growing in some of these. I don't know how that happened. So I'm gonna just get these planted. Some of them, well, all of these plants, all these buckets here have got peat moss and worm castings and some really good organic potting soil in each one. And like I said, I'm using these spikes. I will put the link, if you're interested, in the description below. If anybody wants to pick some of these up, if you're going to be going on vacation, they work great in house plants. You name it, they work great for pretty much anytime you're going to be out of town or not home. These work great. As you can see, last year I used these also. And what was in this? Looks like I had some little baby tomatoes. And there's a couple little weeds. Here's last year's plant. I remember we ate tomatoes off of this all summer long. It was great. So take that one out, dig around it a little bit. And let's see, what do we got here? This is another garden salsa. Dogs are not happy with us because they're stuck inside. Well, not inside, but they are in their kennel and not out here running around crazy, which is fine because crazy dogs means crazy Scarlet, and nobody needs crazy Scarlet. All right, he's back there finishing up rototilling. All I have left to plant is my lettuce, and then fill all the bottles, and then the trees and the blueberry bushes. So he's getting the blueberry bush area ready, but take a look. As you can see, everybody's planted. I again need to fill all this, but I did put some mulch on the top of all of them, but they're all in here ready to go. And I'm gonna probably use some netting over the top just to keep the deer away like I did last year. It was very successful. But let's take you over here and I will show you what I have. Look at my mint. Ugh. This stuff here is just growing along on surface dirt right here. These little weeds. It's just surface weeds. Look at this. I can just get them off with my foot. So I just need to go through and do that. But mint is already growing out of control. This is why you always grow mint in containers. Otherwise it will take over. Grass is getting a little crazy. So we're probably going to mow either this weekend or next. This bed, I don't know if we're going to attempt to rototill it or if it's going to be a really fun weeding session. This has just been exclusively dill and garlic. So I don't know what's going to happen with this one this year. It might just have a year to recover. And then this is just some more garden herbs. I've got some chives and oregano and all sorts of fun stuff growing in here. So I do have some things up here I picked up to grow for the deck garden. just sitting right up here ready to go. I gotta grab those. Oh, I'm gonna kill the dog. I did not see she did this. Oh, Dwayne's gonna be so mad. Wow. Oh, that's gonna be interesting to fix. I guess I'll find out. Okay, well, I got that screen fixed. And I stopped, Loki. Sorry. Let me show you what else I did. Just brought my kitchen herbs in and got them planted. And I did a couple loads of laundry, and out there you can see he is finishing up the last of the berry garden. And then we're gonna have dinner. All I have left out there to do is fill up every bottle and plant my lettuce, which I will do in the early morning tomorrow. So, productive day so far. I'm hoping I can get those file cabinets out there started in the morning, provided the rain holds off. That's the goal. Okay, I can get a better shot of it now that I've positioned myself better. Hold on a second. Ugh, of course, now I said that. All right, take two. I've positioned myself a little better. I got a little something to sit on. You can see the bags. They got these great spouts so you can open them up and do that. And you can see my blueberry bushes I got from Costco. I've been babying them back at the house in town. And you can see on some of these, got two varieties. I've got berries already started on them. So pretty excited. And the bags fill up pretty good. I believe it said it held 10 gallons. I think I probably got a good 5 gallons in each before I got frustrated and stopped. So, but I'm heavy watering each as I put them in here. And I'll be back in 4 days. I come up on my day off. As soon as I get off on my day off. Last day of work. Words are hard. It's very early in the morning. Doing this on Sunday morning before I go back to work. So I got 4, and then this little guy, before I bought, this guy has been here for about 4 years, and I had got into a pretty deep depression after I lost my dad a few years ago and just gave up on this garden. And a few things were very resilient and stayed around, and this is one of the bushes, and I have some just berries and a bunch of raspberries that just are tougher than snot, and they made it. So proud of them. And Dwayne managed to get the fence back up at least temporarily while until we can get everything done. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. This thing's filling up pretty quickly. Hopefully I can get some of my other stuff done before I have to head off for work. Okay, it's the next morning. As you can see, I have my blueberry bushes all planted, and I have these really cool bags that you put around them. They're 10 gallons each. Sorry, it's very close up. I don't have my tripod. But you fill them up with this little hole here, and let me see if I can show you without losing where I'm at on the water. That one's filling. Oh, it's got like these little water spike things. Oh, it went. Darn it. There we go. That it lets water slow release in time. So it's pretty cool. I'm excited. So I'm filling this up. Let them water all week. So that's what's going to happen there. I'm excited. Gotta stop this. Well, I didn't get to show you guys what I finished up, but I got all the blueberry bushes planted and got all the bottles filled on my tomatoes and peppers and zucchini and all that stuff. So they're all ready to go, and everything's ready for growing this season. So heading to work, and I will see you guys next week. We got more things to do, but things are slowly but surely getting ready. We're both off tomorrow, and so we're gonna swab the deck on the house in town, get more things ready for moving, and hopefully we will be having the house for sale very soon in the next month. So we'll see you guys later. If you haven't already, give us a like, give us a subscribe. I've got some really fun crafts coming that I've been meaning to do. I did one practice run on it with a glue for these really neat solar lights I did. and so far it's holding up, but I don't think they're going to hold up in the summertime, so I'm going to do it with a different glue. So we'll see you guys later, and video will be out next week. Bye.